Okay, I'm going to make this quick video because some of you have been asking. These are the clay pots that come from Africa. This is what I burn my incense in. It's not like regular incense by far. It's sometimes I buy the Somali kind. Sometimes I buy the Middle Eastern kind. So those are what my pots look like. One I use in the bedrooms, and one I use in the kitchen / living room / dining room or whatever. But this is the incense I use. This is one of them. It's really, really nice. I have another one that I use too. Hold on, let me grab it. It's this one, which I love the smell of this one too. This is like a brick. It comes in little pieces, like little squares, almost like a chocolate bar type deal, but not. And this one, let's see if I can do this one-handed. Yes. You guys can see it. It's kind of like just loose powder. And of course it comes with the awesome little teaspoon, so you put just the right amount on. Actually, I want to leave that open. So this is, I'll show you what the coal looks like. Let me just squeeze over here. So this is the coal I usually buy. This is my favorite one. 3 aces. They come in, one box is $11, and I believe it comes with 100 charcoal tablets. So there's 10 in each roll, and they come in these little foils. And the other one I buy is a little bit smaller, and I don't really like it as much, but this is the other ones I buy. And they come in the same thing, sets of 100, except they're much smaller. So if that's about the size of like a quarter, and so those are about the size of a quarter. Here, I'll do a side-by-side comparison. Hold on. Let me take this bad boy out. And it's like, that's like a 50-cent piece. So it's almost, you can see, side by side, they're much bigger. And these ones, the silver ones here, they're quite skinny wafers, but these ones are nice and thick. And they burn longer, which is one of the reasons why I prefer 3 aces. So that's the kind of charcoal I use. And the charcoal, literally, you could hold it with like a pair of tongs and just just use a lighter on it, and it would catch on fire right away. They burn really quickly. To get them started, it's very fast. So I'm just going to take a couple out to kind of show you. That's what the briquette looks like. And I'm going to actually do 2 of them. So that's what the briquettes look like. So I take my little briquettes, come over to my stove. It's a little messy because I've been burning many briquettes on it. So you are going to get black on your fingers. There's no way to avoid it. I just rinse my hands in the sink. So I do that. Okay, my stove wants to be funny today. There we go. So I just light it. It's good when you're doing this. You want to turn the fan on, the hood, just because these bigger ones, they spark a lot. The little ones don't spark as much, but I don't know if you can see the red lines on the briquettes. Once they're introduced to a flame, they take off right away. And basically you don't see any more red lines running through the briquettes. That means they're hot. Done. Finished. Oop. So basically, they're finished, even though that one kind of like popped. Sometimes you get one that has a little crack in it and then a chunk will break off. But it's alright, I still use them anyways. And then I have my little tool that I use to pick them up with, because no one's going to pick up a hot piece of coal with their hand. And just put them, let me grab my, yeah, see that briquette broke apart on that side. It's alright. But yeah, they're very, very, very hot. Kind of center them like right in the middle. Put my little tool away. Then you take your incense. Just a little bit on the spoon like that is more than enough. And just drop it down right on top of your charcoal. To show you this one. And they will produce a lot of smoke quickly. So if you live in a house where your smoke detectors are going off crazily, I don't recommend you have this kind of incense in your house. I would stick to the incense sticks. So that's pretty much it. That's the ounce. That's how I use it. And I put one in each room. It'll burn for about 20 minutes. And even after all the ounce is burned out, the smell is finished. Even after the smell is finished, the briquette is still going to be hot until it turns to ash. I'll just set it down on my kitchen table there. So yeah, it's still going to be hot, even though all the good smelling stuff has burned out of it. It's still going to be hot. So you want to let it sit for a good 2 hours before you dump out any hashes that are left. I put that one right in the floor of my bedroom. Make it smell all pretty. Yeah, so that's basically it. That's all there is to it. So, if you're wondering where to find the incense pots, you can find them at any Somali store, if you have a Somali store close to you, or I would even check out, like Asian stores may have them, but they won't be made of the same material. I've only found them in Somali stores or like African multicultural stores. Maybe you might find some in a Middle Eastern store, possibly. But if anybody wants one, I can always buy one and then ship it to you. That wouldn't be a problem. Wherever they sell those clay pots, they most always sell the incense. So you can buy the incense. I didn't do my dishes today. Look at that. I'm just going to run that under cold water. I dropped a piece because better safe than sorry. Okay. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video.